Thanks for staying with us, everyone. Let's bring in the Director of Media and Advocacy for the NDLEA, Babafemi. Mr. Babafemi, thanks for joining us on the program. We're reporting yet another massive recovery for the agency in Lagos following numerous reports of what the NDLEA has done in this regard. But, you know, some Nigerians argue that the sheer volume suggests that drug trafficking is growing, not really declining. How do you respond to that?
Well, yes, indeed, there has been quite huge seizures by the agency to ensure that we cut access and to these drugs and the availability of these drugs. But then to suggest or to say that this could be an indication of the growing proliferation of illicit substances. We may not be able to draw that conclusions yet, but I can tell you that indeed what the activities of the agency had shown is that there has been a very ferocious effort by the agency, well supported by and motivated by the government of Nigeria to ensure that we cut access to these drugs, and that's why you see that wherever we find them, whether at the airports, at the seaports, on the highways, or deep into the forest, we go after them and ensure that they are not allowed to circulate within our streets and within our community. So very important that we make that clear that it's, drug trafficking globally, it's something very challenging. It's something that has been there over the years, and it's a global network. So, and these people deliberately target Nigeria because of our huge population, because of how important and significant Nigeria is to the continent. So they target our population, but then what is important is what are we doing about it? Are we allowing them to have a field day? Are we allowing them to have ungoverned spaces? That is no. Indeed, the NDLEA has been very ferocious in ensuring that they don't have their way.
I hear you clearly, Mr. Babafemi, and there is no doubt about the effort of the NDLEA. It's just a question of empirical analysis as to, what are the figures telling us? I think some years ago, the NDLEA reported seizing over 6,000 tons of drugs and arresting 13,000 suspects.
As of today, as we speak, I know that indeed in the last 4 years alone, the agency had mopped up over 10 million kilograms of assorted illicit substances, over 10 million kilograms. That's huge. In fact, our counterparts across the world, anytime we give them these figures, they marvel at the volume of illicit substances that the agency had been able to mop up or even block them from coming into circulation.
So